Good evening. This is Cab, here to drive you crazy, and welcome back to another edition of Cab's Drive-In Movie Theater Review. Today we are actually going to be going over the brand new Paramount Plus series, Halo. As a person who grew up playing a little bit of Halo, not exactly all the games, but did enjoy, the story arc and all that in the movie and the games, I did want to see exactly how it was for the particular TV series that they were going to portray. So let's just jump straight into it. This is just going to be the first episode review called Contact, and this is going to be just talking about what happened and my personal opinions in the show. So it starts off with a girl named Kwan Ha, who is the daughter of one of the high generals in her planet that are overseen by the USMC, the Marines, essentially, who are there either trying to be in protecting and evading any kind of other contact outside of their facility. Unfortunately, they stumble upon an alien spacecraft that ends up landing on the planet, killing off pretty much everyone in sight over there until the Spartans had showed up. And of course, with Master Chief showing up as well, and essentially making sure that all of the facility was cleared from the aliens. Unfortunately, all but Kwan Ha had died. So they took her back onto the ship to try and transport back to where their main facility was, and try to see exactly what was going to be happening from that point, since the contact with the particular aliens had been dealt with, and this is a brand new thing even for Master Chief, who had never had the experience of dealing with these kind of aliens from before. There is a little bit of the backstory from the alien side of it, as well as the people who are working with Master Chief in their home base, and just a really interesting concept of just, unlike the actual games itself, there is a lot of, story development. It doesn't jump you straight on into, the actual Halo. You're going from one planet, trying to get back to another planet, between the space ride to get between the places, the conversation between the enemy and what you think is going to be the good guys, who are shown in this particular show right now as not exactly the most friendly, probably not the most trusting. They don't show that they're really having the greater benefit of it, because unlike a lot of places, this is in the middle of a war. So whenever it comes to war, you always got to think about what is the best for the people, as well as what is best for your people, the people who are actually putting themselves in the war in the first place. I do like how there's a lot of the similarities to the video game. So obviously we'll just start off by saying, the Arbiter is probably one of the more unique characters that you get to see in the entire game, and it is one of the first enemies that you get to see. You get to see them with their plasma guns, you get to see the energy swords, you get to see all the basic stuff that you would remember from the games, which included some of the things that gave me the nostalgia feeling about it, which is the fact that there is the suit that has the shielding, and then you hear that little beep 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 sound to say your shield is gone, and if you actually start getting hit now, you'll start actually taking damage, and even the regenerating sound that comes with it. That all blew my mind, to say I really like how they paid a lot of good attention to detail to those little things that, obviously, if you're an avid fan of Halo, you hear those things, you know about it, and that's why it really clicks on to you. The one thing that I was not exactly the happiest with, because you can go into anyone who is a true gamer that say you don't get to really know what Master Chief's true identity is. But they go immediately in the very first episode to just say, I need to prove that I am going to be a good guy to this other girl, And what I need to do to establish that is take off my helmet to show her that I am actually not just being a Spartan, but actually going to be somebody that she can trust to help her and take care of her on this mission. Eventually they are able to escape, since the good people are now trying to say that since he is going to become a rogue Spartan, that he is no longer able to be trusted. So they try to kill him off, while at the exact same time he comes off and finds his way to escape. There's a lot of little things that I'm not going to bring up into full detail with this, but he's able to escape, and I will say it is a very good first episode. You know, it introduces you to the characters, it gives you the idea of what's going on. Obviously, it doesn't introduce anything about the actual Halo yet, but at the exact same time, I have no problem with it. It does have a way to go. It is the very first episode to develop the story. I give this particular episode, though, only like a 7 out of 10, because once again, I didn't like the fact that they immediately go to saying, okay, let's just give the identity reveal away. But obviously it's one of those things too where it's like, okay, we want people to know who is actually the actor, and as well as, you know, we're really developing into the story. I like the graphics. It is very violent. It does show, you know, pretty decent gore and stuff like that happens throughout the entirety of the episode, from people getting blasted with the plasma rays, and you see parts of their body flying all over the place, as well as, you know, just the energy sword that goes through people, and very good graphics all along that, very well plotted out. And I will definitely say it is developing. You know, I did just watch it not that long ago. I'm getting my first initial reaction, but again, I'll give it a 7 out of 10, and it is, you know, something that I do say will be very interesting to see what the next episode is going to look like. But at least for right now, thank you very much for watching this simple little review. Please leave a like on this video if you like what I had to say. I do apologize for all the background noise that's going on right now. I really can't do anything different about it right now. I have, you know, my wife sleeping in the room, and I have to be outside, so there's exactly no way for me to filter out all the outside noise that is happening. So if you had clicked off, I do not, you know, bother to say you have all right to do that if you've made it this far. But thank you very much once again for sticking around and giving me this opportunity to share with you my personal opinions on this show. My name is Cab, and I'm here to drive you crazy. Aloha, God bless, and take care.